We're going to get this vacuum pump wired up. I've got the VFD here. I need to go get some supplies. I need a plug into the wall, and maybe a proper cable to go from the VFD to the motor, and figure out, well, I'm not going to mount this anywhere yet, because this could either go on the wall or mount it directly to the pump itself. I would need some type of bracket. But let me go get some parts. Be right back. This is temporary, so don't do what I'm doing. But I've got the motor wired to the VFD. VFD is programmed. I didn't show the programming because these are all different, and I don't want somebody trying to copy what I do, which might not be right for you. So let's plug this in and see what happens. Dog, join me. Dog, get your nose away from there. So we're gonna all right, let's start over. VFD's plugged in, it's programmed, it's wired, it's hooked up to the motor. Like I said, this is temporary wiring, and I need to find out what kind of amps we're talking about here. So we're going to use this clamp meter. AC. And we'll clamp it around the phases. Like that. And I'm going to hit run. So this is going to be a slow ramp up to 50 hertz. Alright, there's 50 hertz. Sounds cool. And we're at 8 amps on one leg. 8 on the second. And then on the third. 8. So that's pretty balanced. I'm okay with that. That's a lot of amps. All right. And we'll turn this off. Ramps the hertz down, or the frequency. Don't know if I want to drop that speed down on the off. You can just let it cut voltage and then spin to a start. But that's kind of fun. It works. I'm happy about that. Alright, I just changed it to coast to stop instead of decelerate. So, fire it up again. Alright, we're at full speed. There we go. I like that better. You can hear the bearings in there. They don't sound the best, but I'm going to ignore that. Maybe we'll pop that cover off and take a look. Maybe I should put it back on decelerate so I don't hear that. Let's do that. Program P7, enter P7, 10, enter, change that to a 1, or a 0 rather, and try that again. Now we're doing the ramp down. Okay, bad bearing noise is gone. Don't even hear it anymore. You know me, I can't leave anything alone, so I pulled this front cover off to see if I can see if there's any visible issues here. There's the bearing right there. Now I want to pull this off. I took out all the screws, but I think I need to loosen this because I think this bearing is probably pressed into this housing. This bearing pressed into this housing. Sometimes I got to remember to actually point the camera at where I'm looking in order to get, things in frame. So anyhow, in order to get this off, I think I need to take this, loosen that, and hopefully this should come right out. We'll see. Alright, so I was wrong. Bearing was not pressed into that housing, but it did come off. And it is a little crunchy, and it's probably pressed onto the shaft. So, god damn, in frame, dude, in frame. It's a little crunchy, but it's pressed onto the shaft most likely. But that's easy to take on and off. Some dust in here. That might be part of what I'm hearing. So we'll get this cleaned out. We'll get some numbers off that bearing and see if we can't get a new one on order. Well, there's something I wasn't expecting to see. It's a Japanese bearing. Interesting. Okay. So there's the part number. Let's get that up top so we can see it. Just got to order one of those. Now that we cleaned out some of the debris in there, there's a slight chance some of that noise will go away. So let's give that a shot. Alright, let's change this so it will free spin to a stop. That is P7. Actually, that sounds a lot better now. Yeah, I think we're good. That is acceptable. All right, one more time. I keep playing with this because it's so much fun. I love it. It sounds so cool. I don't know why that's so much fun, but it is. All right. Update on this guy. It's been literally less than a day, and I've ordered Centroid Acorn motion controller for this. So I'm going to take this whole side panel off, undo all the wiring, and add the Acorn in here and run the Router Pro software from them, not using Mach 3. I will continue to use these stepper drivers and the stepper motors. I think they're okay for now. I will probably order a fourth one because right now the Y motors are, I believe, tied together. There's only one driver for the Y, and I gotta pick these wires apart, but I think they're spliced together possibly. Oh, is this calling the X that? Well, this is running. Maybe X and Y are different on this machine for some reason. Because, yeah. Oh, I'll figure that out. I mean, I think this should be Y, right? Yeah, and that's X. Maybe they're backwards. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm going to keep these drivers and take all of this out and redo it. Looks like just some Allen head screws, and this whole cabinet will come off. And I can take these off. This is for, I think, the homing sensors, which are not even hooked up. So we have Y, Z, Y, X. So 2 Ys. Y, oh Y. I think that's actually Y, but it's labeled X. Oh, before I do this, I need to move the gantry all the way to the back because I'm going to use this as an assembly table until I get it 100% working. So let me just undo my undo, redo the undo, turn it all back on, move the gantry all the way back. I mean, I could just push it, but what's the fun in that?